Keith gonna walk you out? That's the question I'm with. He's a snake in a suit. That's all. He's a snake.
You talking about Eddie Hearn?
Bro, he let what's the guy's name?
Conor
Ben test positive and was still gonna let him fight. Still was gonna let him fight.
Gervonta Davis has given a shocking reaction to Ryan Garcia getting banned for a year while accusing Floyd Mayweather for Garcia's PED use. The New York State Athletic Commission has overturned Garcia's majority decision victory over Devin Haney. A commission source confirmed to The Guardian that Garcia's legal team reached an agreement with the NYSAC, resulting in the restoration of Haney's undefeated status by changing the bout's outcome to a no contest. Haney said in a statement to ESPN, "I want to thank the commission and the fans who stood by me during this whole process. The facts are the facts, and I wasn't on an even playing field. Happy I was able to receive justice for what happened. It's all part of my story, and it's only going to make me better. I look to enjoy this time with my family and friends and see what's next." Ostarine, an anabolic substance that is on the World Anti-Doping Agency's 2024 prohibited list, is thought to be a safer substitute for steroids. In a stunning turn of events in April, 25-year-old Garcia knocked Haney down 3 times, delivering the first professional defeat to the WBC super lightweight champion. The planned 12-round match at the Barclays Center was reclassified as a non-title fight after Garcia tipped the scales at 143.2 pounds, exceeding the division limit by 3.2 pounds. This weight discrepancy meant that while Garcia could no longer claim Haney's championship belt, he still had a chance to tarnish Haney's undefeated professional record. However, he has now failed to do it. Haney further added, "I'm a clean athlete, and boxing is a brutal sport where one fight can literally change your life. I think it is important for fighters to be clean, and I want to become an advocate for clean athletes from my experience in this situation." Even while the suspension is only officially applicable to fights that take place in New York State, sports commissions have long honored decisions made in other jurisdictions. Ostarine, a selective androgen receptor modulator, has been prohibited by VADA since 2008. Amir Khan faced a 2-year suspension from all sports after testing positive for Ostarine on the night of his 2022 bout with Kell Brook. The commission said in a statement, "The commission will continue to hold athletes to the highest professional standards and protect the integrity of all sports under our jurisdiction." Ryan Garcia has found himself in a difficult position due to the subjects on the suspension list. Nevertheless, he has navigated these challenges by maintaining a strong presence on social media, particularly on platform X. In one of his posts, he requests Dana White to contact him, expressing a strong desire to join the Ultimate Fighting Championship during his boxing suspension. Garcia added, "I'm headed to the UFC. Dana, I want my 50 G's. For real, Dana White, hit me up." However, it's a particular tweet that's generating the most buzz. He posted, "Take my victory away and add that on to the list of the I'm already going through. I'm ready for business. Get ready. I already ain't give a run when you see me." Nevertheless, he shared a letter from himself and his team addressed to the fans, in which he candidly discusses the events that transpired and outlines his plans for overcoming this challenging period. He also mentions his efforts to stay productive during his suspension. Garcia, who has always been controversial, used social media to share his thoughts and feelings about his potential future. King Ryan staunchly maintained his innocence and remained confident of his forthcoming vindication. This made the announcement of Garcia's year-long boxing suspension particularly impactful for the Californian, known for his persistent self-defense on the platform X. Garcia's declaration of his retirement from boxing coincided with the revelation that he will be sidelined from the ring for a year. This follows an agreement brokered between the boxer's legal representatives and the New York State Athletic Commission. Ryan reacted strongly when the news came out, claiming once more that the Ostarine in his system wasn't significant enough to justify additional punishment on top of his current struggles. He emphasized his decision to stay retired for a year, waiting until his suspension ends. Garcia responded to this deluge of social media remarks by suggesting that mixed martial arts may be the new branch of fighting he wants to pursue. Moreover, he showed his anger and said, "Nothing that was in my system was enough for any. This is why I'm done with the game. I never cheated. Q." As part of his frantic tweeting spree, the 25-year-old maintained his innocence by adding, "I really hope boxing is good without me. I fought everyone and was willing to. They have turned their back on me. I'm innocent. I stand by that. I don't care what everyone says. Gun to my head, I say I didn't take PEDs." Garcia's team released a statement about the boxer's ban, which read, "Ryan Garcia was a victim of substance contamination, with levels measured in the billions and trillions of a gram, which provided no advantage whatsoever in the ring. Ryan, with his legal team, has resolved this issue and firmly maintains his truth. He never intentionally took any banned substance. It's simply not in his nature. It's unknown what Garcia plans to do next, or whether he'll ever box again." White is unlikely to ask him to compete in the UFC in the interim, though. Following King Rye's weight weight loss, Haney retained his WBC super lightweight title and was required to contest against Sandor Martin via called purse bidding. With a lower than usual bid of $2,420,000, Top Rank prevailed in the bidding, while Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing chose not to participate. Hearn, who has pushed several of his matches on social media, disappointed The Dream, writing, "Wow, Matchroom, nasty work." Haney then continued his angry outburst, writing, "I'm going to take some time, spend some of my money. I will travel the world, and I'll be back in 2 years after Ryan's suspension. Then we can fight again." Haney was obviously disappointed by Hearn's lack of support during the purse bids. Haney has made it plain that he is dissatisfied with the outcome of the fight, and that he will hold off on acting until Garcia has been declared the winner. After 2 positive tests for Ostarine, Garcia and his team plan to request a reduced 4-month ban by presenting a defense based on contaminated supplements. Hearn went on to explain why he didn't bid, insisting, "We don't have a contract with Devin. It's not an appealing fight and wasn't a fight DAZN were motivated by or one that had any value. Devin is a free agent and has his own promotional company." Now coming back to Garcia's ban, his team said, "For many years, Ryan has voluntarily submitted to random testing, even during out-of-competition periods, and has never had any issues. He has maintained an impeccable and clean record throughout his career, significantly elevating and transcending the sport of boxing, earning respect and admiration from millions of fans worldwide." Despite this outcome, Gervonta Davis and UFC star Sean O'Malley had some remarks for Haney during this period. Throughout the entire saga, Gervonta Davis has consistently backed Ryan Garcia. He not only backs Garcia's insistence that he did not cheat, but also frequently teases Devin Haney for his public embarrassment on the global platform. Tank has since shared a collection of videos showing Haney being knocked down during his altercation with Garcia, along with the statement, "Let's all not forget the swooping that was handed to Devin Haney. You can get your record changed, but not this beating." Meanwhile, UFC bantamweight star Sean O'Malley, who has been eager to land fights against both Garcia and Davis to get a piece of the boxing action, responded to Tank by saying, "Finally, your dumb ass says something smart." Garcia has responded by declaring his retirement from the game because he feels the decision was premeditated and unfair. He would prefer to sell his services somewhere else, but this is not it. Tank Davis has reportedly claimed that it was Floyd Mayweather who influenced Ryan Garcia for cheating during his fight with Devin. In fact, Garcia revealed on social media that Floyd advised him to intentionally enter the fight overweight. This strategy would enable him to use his size advantage to dominate the champion, who usually has a significant weight advantage over his opponents during fights. Garcia said, "Floyd told me to come in over 3 pounds. He told me Bill Haney, whatever." Seeing this, Tank believes that it is likely that Floyd influenced Garcia to take the PEDs before his fight. These allegations from Tank come amid his ongoing feud with Floyd. We have seen both of them bashing each other on social media, but Tank's latest claims add another layer of intrigue to this whole drama. Recently, Davis reignited the feud by threatening to knock out Mayweather, pointedly referencing his 90-day jail sentence for a 2020 hit-and-run incident during a heated social media exchange. Tank wrote on X, "Now I f*** around and knock Floyd out when I see him, and I'll care about going back to jail." Last month, Davis claimed that Mayweather was effectively trapped in Dubai. In response, Floyd accused his former protege of avoiding a bout with Shakur Stevenson and asserted that his latest match against Martin had been cancelled. The two exchanged heated remarks, with Davis believing Mayweather was hindering his career progression. Following Davis's 2023 victory over Ryan Garcia, they seem to have reconciled, as money was seen in the ring with the Baltimore native. However, before the WBA champion's title matchup with Frank Martin, tensions flared again. According to a Boxing Kingdom report, Davis expressed that his admiration was not for money, but for Leonard Ellerbe, the former CEO of Mayweather Promotions. These remarks infuriated the unbeaten ex-world champion, prompting him to unexpectedly appoint Richard Schaefer as the CEO of his promotional firm. After this weekend's fight, Ellerbe, who has been involved in the promotion for Davis versus Martin, will resign. When Mayweather announced Schaefer as the new CEO on Instagram, his former pupil responded negatively to him on the platform. Tank said, "If you sign with this fraud, he will f*** up your career. He's not a good businessman at all." Tank and Floyd were once close friends, but their relationship has deteriorated into a fierce rivalry. Recently, the tension between them has intensified. Last weekend, Mayweather fueled the discord by posting an old video of his former protege, stirring up past grievances. The 18-minute video shared on Instagram shows Davis and Devin Haney in a training session, sparring in protective gear, with Mayweather clearly coaching Haney throughout. However, the footage does not include any standout moment. What What sparked intrigue in the boxing world was the timing of Mayweather's announcement. On Saturday night, Tank secured another victory, knocking out Frank Martin in the 8th round. This bout marked Amazon Prime's debut in broadcasting boxing events. Davis's win reinforces his status as a leading pound-for-pound fighter, enhancing his negotiating power for a potential rematch with Ryan Garcia or a fight against Vasily Lomachenko. In 2015, Mayweather crossed paths with Davis and quickly recognized the young fighter's potential. Seeing his talent, the former champion signed Davis to his company, Mayweather Promotions. Over the next 7 years, their collaboration proved highly profitable for both. However, this partnership ended in 2022 when Tank Davis made serious allegations against Mayweather Promotions. In a video posted on social media, the featherweight champion warned other boxers about joining the company, citing significant risks to their careers. Tank recently discussed Floyd. In contrast, Gervonta Davis extended his impressive knockout streak on Saturday night. Tank achieved a notable win over Frank Martin, successfully defending his WBA lightweight world title and earning his 28th knockout in 30 professional fights. With a knockout ratio of 93.3%, Davis holds the second highest knockout percentage among current world champions, trailing only Artur Beterbiev, who maintains a flawless 100% knockout rate. Since parting ways 2 years ago, Mayweather and Davis have been embroiled in a heated dispute. Prior to his match with Ryan Garcia last year, Davis claimed that Mayweather had kicked him out of the Mayweather gym. However, on fight night, they appear to have reconciled, with Mayweather celebrating Davis's victory. Recently, though, tensions have risen again, with Davis threatening to knock out his former friend after a series of heated insults exchanged on social media. In a post on X, Davis referenced his 90-day jail sentence for violating home confinement terms following a hit-and-run accident in November 2020. After Gervonta Davis defeated Frank Martin, Floyd Mayweather leaked the video in a bitter, envious, and depressing manner. Coach Calvin Ford said, "At the end of the day, the man is chasing greatness. You should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. This is a rocky road that is going on. Just pay attention, man." Floyd Mayweather, a renowned figure in boxing, recently made headlines with a move that can only be described as shocking. He launched Amazon Prime, the world's leading streaming service, into the boxing world in a bold and unprecedented fashion. This achievement marks a significant milestone not only for the sport of boxing but also for Mayweather himself. Additionally, Mayweather aims to enhance his fighters' promotional prospects through his partnership with CEO Richard Schaefer. It's clear that Mayweather, as both a promoter and a fighter, embodies distinct and influential personas. Calvin Ford added, "The story is going to be built itself, but again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody says the true colors of a person are coming out because they can't stand it, man. Karma, I don't like using that word karma, man, but our Lord knows, he knows." Their disagreement centers around their contrasting personalities. Mayweather is known for his lavish lifestyle and shrewd business moves, often criticized for prioritizing financial gain over the sport's integrity. Davis, a younger and more aggressive boxer, likely resents Mayweather's perceived dominance and influence. Tensions escalated when Davis accused Mayweather of sabotaging his career by manipulating future fights and spreading damaging rumors. Mayweather has chosen to remain mostly quiet, responding sporadically to inquiries and interviews or on social media with cryptic comments. Boxing enthusiasts globally are captivated by this ongoing conflict. Some view it as a clash of egos driven by power and money, while others see it as a classic case of a protege surpassing his mentor. Whatever the reasons may be, it's clear that the rivalry between Mayweather and Davis has injected a fresh dose of excitement into the sport. Recently, Tank also revealed that Floyd was giving tips to Frank Martin ahead of their fight.
You know, he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. You know? I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Meanwhile, Garcia's feud with O'Malley has been ongoing, and shortly after his first Ostarine accusations surfaced, Conor McGregor threatened to confront him physically. Clearly, he has several high-profile adversaries whom he aims to challenge if he ventures into UFC. He claimed in an interview with Ariel Helwani that he contacted UFC President Dana White to schedule a fight, but he never received a response. Adding to the drama, Conor McGregor and Ryan Garcia seem to have revived their social media feud. The two exchanged words following reports of Garcia testing positive positive for Osterine. McGregor initially posted a heated rant against Garcia, later deleted, where he called for the boxer to be banned for life. Following reports of Garcia receiving a one-year ban and fine from the NYSAC, McGregor once more targeted the boxer on social media. McGregor didn't stop with Ryan Garcia, also calling out Oscar De La Hoya for allegedly profiting from the fine. In a post shared on his Instagram story, Conor McGregor responded to the news by stating, "How are Golden Boy getting a cut of the fine? Their fighter was dirty, and they get a cut of the fine. Huh?" Devin Haney has criticized Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy marketing in addition to McGregor. According to another post by McGregor, Haney was quoted as stating, "I don't understand how Golden Boy is getting any money as if they took any punches." The criticism arises because people believe Garcia, despite being penalized for a doping violation, is indirectly helping his management company, Golden Boy Promotions. According to the settlement terms, a substantial part of Garcia's forfeited fight earnings will go to Golden Boy, with Devin Haney possibly receiving a share as well. However, Garcia insists he is innocent, attributing the positive test for Osterine to contamination, and his team asserts that the amount found was minuscule and conferred no competitive advantage. However, McGregor's criticism of the circumstances raises questions about possible conflicts of interest and the morality of promotional organizations making money off of the misfortunes of their athletes. What will happen to Garcia next? Because the boxer has just made a compelling social media plea to UFC CEO Dana White. Garcia is pleading with the UFC to sign him at a pivotal point in his career. His boxing career has suffered greatly as a result of the ban and penalties, but switching to mixed martial arts may present him with fresh opportunities. Garcia, however, wrote the performance of a lifetime against Haney. Unfortunately for him, after he tested positive for PEDs, the validity of his victory was questioned, and as a result, the victory has been removed from the record book. However, ought it to have been a disqualification? The purpose of the guilty party determines the boundary between a no contest and a disqualification. If it is determined that a boxer intentionally violated the rules, they should be disqualified. A no contest results, for instance, from an inadvertent headbutt that prevents an opponent from continuing the fight. This demonstrates how no contests are determined by unanticipated, abnormal, and unlawful factors that affect how the fight plays out. A fighter loses via TKO if they take too many punches and become blinded from swollen eyes. However, an unintentional elbow, which is prohibited in boxing, would result in a forfeit. On the other hand, persistent fouls that result in apparent indications of purpose, such as multiple blows to the groin following warnings from the referee, or biting, result in disqualification. In most situations, tampering with the gloves to help someone win is also a violation that results in disqualification.
So Ryan Garcia, his team agreed to the penalty, which is a year suspension. They pay a fine, okay? And the ruling of the fight is ruled a no contest. All right? Clean. I can mess with it. The thing is, there's two takes I have about this. One, they didn't take into account if it was intentional or unintentional. They like, listen, bro, strict liability. The Osterine was in your system. You pop dirty. Here's the thing. Two, the Dan Rafael, when he reported, he said that Ryan Garcia's legal team agreed to that, meaning that it could have been more.
Therefore, understanding the former's intentions is necessary to decide whether Ryan Garcia's no contest versus Devin Haney should actually result in a disqualification. Though it is impossible to tell for sure, the evidence points to an accidental intake rather than a true intention to take Osterine for an advantage. Garcia explained that his positive Osterine tests were caused by contaminated supplements. He pointed us to two products: Body Health's strawberry-flavored amino acid combination and NutriBio Supercarb, which tastes like raspberry lemonade. Garcia sent the Sports Medicine Research and Testing Laboratory both of the supplements. SMRTL supported his statements by detecting 70-20-200 picograms of Osterine per gram in Body Health and 660-830 picograms per gram in NutriBio Supercarb. To put it briefly, Garcia ingested too little Osterine to think it would have a significant impact. Therefore, the quantity in his system likely correlates to accidental consumption. Furthermore, the supplements themselves tested positive for contamination, supporting his allegation of inadvertent intake.
You know, it could have been a bigger penalty. So they agreed to that. You know, the legal team was like looking at everything. Yo, it could have been DQ 2 years. That's how it sounds to me, that they agreed to, okay, we're going to agree to this. This is clean. We're going to pay the fine, a year suspension, which, you know, it's just, you know, a few more months left. All right, that fight was so long ago. It's from April, from the time he popped. That's where the clock starts. So he'll be eligible to fight next April. All right.
On the other hand, Devin Haney's father and trainer, Bill Haney, responded promptly. Bill remarked that he wasn't surprised by Ryan Garcia's talk of retirement and his reluctance to face his destiny. He claimed that Garcia had been shielded by many and criticized channels that appear to celebrate fighters who use PEDs. Haney also emphasized that time was running out for Garcia.
This don't surprise me that Ryan Garcia is talking about that he's retired and he's not going to stand up for his faith in 48 hours. Everybody's been protecting me. We know these couple channels, Ego and Showbiz. You seem to celebrate guys on drugs in the ring, but you're running out of time.
Bill further also predicted before this official decision that Ryan Garcia would be suspended, and the people who have been trying to protect him would see the worst of their lives. He also emphasized his point by urging everyone to take note of what he had to say.
In 48 hours, your boy, Ryan Garcia, will be suspended. And you networks, promoters, and everybody that's been trying to protect him, you're gonna go down with the shit. Mark my words.
Make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.